Chapter 2771 The Starry Sky Corridor Approaches, Part 1. Did it succeed? Deng Yuanbo couldn't hold back his tears, pressing his hands forcefully onto the experimental table. Professor Da Vinci, however, poured cold water on his enthusiasm. He's only awakened. Whether it's truly successful still needs further experimentation to confirm. Deng Shinton looked at his hands, a confident smile playing on his lips. I know, I've changed. So, this is the Sea of Ether. You were already able to connect to that mysterious world, weren't you? A realm only geniuses are qualified to touch. The cleansing and transformation at the soul level is so wonderful. And contact with the ether, transcending the ether, is the essence of life's evolution. I understand everything. Zhang Yi, just you wait. Sooner or later, I will surpass you. East Sea Region, East Sea City. This is the eastern gateway to the Huashu Kingdom, the front line directly facing the mutated marine creatures. On a desolate sea cliff outside the city, a man in a blue and white naval combat uniform sat like a statue. The sea breeze was biting, carrying salty moisture in icy shards, whipping against his stubble-covered face. Waves crashed against the rocks, creating a deafening roar. But he seemed to hear nothing, feel nothing, his eyes fixed on the vast, boundless sea, its waves occasionally surging. A few seagulls even landed on his shoulder without suspicion, preening their feathers, as if he were part of nature. Li Changgong. This man, once known as the Great Emperor Gaochen, a top military expert of the Huashu Kingdom, had sat here in solitude for 2 whole years. 2 years ago, Zhang Yi's rise was like a mountain, suffocating all the strongest among the 6th generation. That strength wasn't just a simple lead, but a groundbreaking transcendence. Even geniuses like King Arthur and Indra felt a profound sense of powerlessness. Resentment, jealousy, and self-doubt nearly brought Li Changgong to the brink of collapse. He had become lost in the struggle for power, causing his strength to stagnate. Until that one time, during his mission to the Deep Blue Kingdom, he had a long conversation with the king of the merfolk, Jin. Your sword is too heavy. Jin's words still echoed in his ears. It's not the weight of the sword itself, but the excessive distractions you've placed upon it. Power, fame, ambition, these are all slowing your sword down. To go fast, you must learn to discard the unnecessary. At that moment, Li Changgong had an epiphany. He returned to the East Sea, setting aside his airs as a commander, treating himself as an ordinary soldier, spending his days watching the sea and listening to the waves. The sea can calm one's mind, because you realize that everything you care about is actually unimportant in the face of the vast ocean in nature. He calmed his mind, focused his attention, and carefully pondered how to liberate his own abilities. Zhang Yi sent the lunar meditation method to everyone. He had also studied it and benefited greatly. After a long time, he slowly realized something. Instead of striving to surpass others and taking Zhang Yi as his goal, it was better to first try to surpass himself. There's no need to strive for perfection in every aspect. Excelling in one area is enough to be powerful. Therefore, he no longer pursued widespread destructive power, nor flashy techniques. He pursued only one thing: speed. Speed to the extreme, speed beyond sound, beyond space, even touch the edge of time. For 2 years, the military knife in his hand remained sheathed even once. He compressed and concealed all his sharpness, all his killing intent, all his spirit, hiding it within the seemingly ordinary gun barrel. Hiding the sharpness was for the moment it was drawn, to astound the world. Tap, tap, tap. A series of footsteps broke the tranquility of the sea cliff. Seagulls took flight in fright. Li Changgong slowly opened his eyes. His eyes held no glint of brilliance, only a deep calm as vast as the sea. Standing behind him was Zhu Ke, clad in crimson armor. This usually fiery-tempered female warrior, looking at the ordinary man before her, felt a strange stirring within her. The man she once called Big Brother now seemed like a weathered middle-aged man. Go Chen. Zhu Ke's voice remained icy. Commander Li has given orders. The star corridor is approaching the solar system, and will reach its edge in a month at most. The commander wants you to return to discuss countermeasures. Li Changgong was silent for a moment, then slowly stood up. With his movement, the raging sea wind around him strangely froze for a moment. He reached for the weapon resting on his lap, gently stroking its cold scabbard. 2 years. His voice was hoarse, yet possessed a metallic quality. What we talk about isn't important. What's important is what Zhang Yi plans to do. He leaned against a nearby rock to stand up, sheathed his sword at his side, and gave Zhu Ke a casual smile. But given the chance, I'd also like to see my sword unsheathed again. Jiangnan Region, Blizzard City. The blizzard outside howled, turning the entire world a ghastly white. Inside the warm office, Zhu Zhang sat in the large mahogany chair symbolizing supreme power, his brow furrowed, holding a newly delivered intelligence report. Still no news? Zhu Zhang rubbed his throbbing temples, a hint of anxiety in his voice. Standing opposite him, his secretary, Lan Xingqing, adjusted his glasses and cautiously replied. Commander, Miss Zhu's whereabouts have always been elusive. Since the great battle 2 years ago, she has ventured alone into the deepest reaches of the Arctic ice plains, claiming to be searching for the true meaning of absolute zero. Zhu Zhang was stunned for a moment, then speechless. Why has she set her sights on the winter goddess of Fremont? Lan Xingqing said, Miss Zhu Yu's abilities are diverse, she is someone who pursues the limits. And in her view, the most powerful being in the field of freezing must be the Arctic ice plains. Whether it's the winter goddess Morana, or the Arctic's glacier clan, they are both excellent learning targets. In recent years, she has occasionally appeared, and each appearance is accompanied by a massacre. Lan Xingqing pulled up a set of data. According to statistics, in the past 2 years, more than 30 epsilon-level mutated beasts and escaped inhumans from the 5 major races have died at her hands. Intelligence departments assess that Mrs.'s current strength has likely undergone a qualitative change. The two diametrically opposed powers within her, burning and frost, seem to be achieving a terrifying balance. Chapter 2772 The Starry Sky Corridor Approaches, Part 2. Hearing this, Zhu Zhang's tightly furrowed brows finally relaxed slightly, a hint of relief flashing in his eyes, and a deep ambition. Good, very good. Zhu Zhang stood up, walked to the window, and looked at the swirling snow. Zhang Yi is strong, but he's not someone we can completely control. The Deng family may have submitted to him, but that was their choice. I, Zhu Zhang, have never been inferior to anyone in my life. If one day, my daughter can surpass Zhang Yi, and stand in that supreme position. Zhu Zhang's hand gently pressed against the glass, as if he held the entire map of Huasu Kingdom in his grasp. Then, the true master of this blizzard city, and even the entire Huasu Kingdom, will be me. Pass down the order. Zhu Zhang turned around, his gaze turning cold and resolute. Use every means to contact Zhu Yu. Tell her the Starry Sky Corridor has arrived. That's her stage, and our chance to reach the top. Humph, a true man born between heaven and earth, how can he remain subservient to others for long? Give me a chance, and I'll make Zhang Yi pay attention to my attitude. His expression softened as he thought of Zhu Yu. Zhu Yu, she's my treasure, my hope. A superhuman capable of infinite evolution, anyone who dares to underestimate her will suffer greatly. As the Starry Sky Corridor drew near, the entire planet Earth was like a pot of boiling water. Whether it was the open Huasu Kingdom, the various ancient civilizations, or the hidden pupil organization, the Holy See, or those lone powerhouses lurking in the corners. Everyone was gearing up, making final preparations for the legendary Omega Staircase, for that last glimmer of hope. A grand curtain, spanning the entire globe, was about to rise. In the vast universe, the solar system is merely a seemingly insignificant existence in a corner of the Milky Way. However, in the entire universe, there is almost no more perfect location, even the slightest numerical deviation would prevent Earth from supporting life. This is the chosen land created by the Creator. And on this day, on Earth, the planet in the solar system, all the observatories observed a breathtaking scene. The colossal object known as the Star Corridor finally traversed the vast void, casting its immense shadow into the Kuiper Belt. Even billions of kilometers away from Earth, its absurdly large mass triggered a terrifying chain reaction. Neptune's orbit underwent a minute, visible shift, and hundreds of millions of asteroids and comets were captured by its terrifying gravitational waves. They were either torn to shreds, becoming the rings surrounding it, or flung like slingshots into the depths of the solar system, becoming potential meteor shower disasters. On Earth, the tides became turbulent, and the Earth's magnetic field became violently disrupted. The aurora borealis no longer appeared only at the poles, but danced like a ghost over the equator. A crisis far more terrifying than the ice age that had struck a decade earlier was about to unfold. It's finally here. Beneath the top dome of the Sky Sea Fortress in Sky Sea City, Zhang Yi sat alone, not activating the holographic projection, but instead using a primitive yet highly sophisticated optical telescope to silently gaze into deep space. In his vision, the double helix structure emitting a faint blue light resembled a gigantic, slowly rotating drill, attempting to bore a hole through the tranquil solar system. Just as Zhang Yi stared into the abyss roared at all living beings. Buzz. Without warning. Without any warning, without any limiting medium. A strange wave instantly swept across the entire solar system. This wave ignored distance, ignored the vacuum, and even ignored the barriers of matter. From the desolate far side of the moon to the bustling surface of Earth, from the mermaid kingdom beneath the deep sea to the magma lizard tribe deep within the Earth's crust. Within the solar system, every life form possessing the concept of intelligence, whether 6 generations of humans, ancient remnants, or newly emerged mutated beings, simultaneously experienced a cold, grand, and emotionless voice resonate in their minds. It wasn't any known language, yet all beings instantly understood its meaning. Warning: illegal intrusion detected, starry corridor, not. Threat level: cataclysmic. Emergency immune mechanism activated. Command: all intelligent beings in this plane, immediately proceed to eliminate the intrusion source. Reward mechanism activated: for every certain mass of the intrusion source destroyed, or internal contaminants cleared, high-purity ether will be infused. Killing the core target grants the right to racial advancement. The voice dissipated, but the tremor from the depths of their souls lingered. This is the will of the Creator. Zhang Yi clutched his throbbing head, a look of horror flashing in his eyes. Without hesitation, he immediately confirmed the source of the voice. This was the first time Zhang Yi had witnessed a higher level will directly issue commands to all races. Was this the method of the Creator God who controlled everything and nurtured all races? Due to the vast dimensional difference, the Creator could not directly manipulate the material world. He could only issue a task, offering a carrot called ether, which would cause billions of beings in the entire solar system to rush towards the star corridor that might disrupt the stability of the universe like mad dogs. Racial ascension rights. Zhang Yi's eyes brightened instantly. The races favored by the Creator would become incredibly powerful. For example, the Creator's own sons, the Ihan race, and the 4th-generation Ark race, specially created to suppress the drug people. They all possessed higher spirituality due to the Creator's favor. Now, another opportunity had arisen. For any race, this was an irresistible poison. At this moment, every intelligent being heard this voice. Even those races that initially paid little attention to the Star Corridor were now filled with fervor. The Star Clan was once incredibly powerful, suppressing the Drukians to the point where they could only eat mud and rocks. If they hadn't betrayed the Creator, this world would already belong to the Star Clan. Heck, if one has enough strength, who would willingly let others control their destiny? Shu, watch your words. The opportunity is before us, we must seize it. Meanwhile, Tianhai City, Supreme Biological Laboratory. Jokur, dressed in a pristine white lab coat and wearing goggles, was intently focused on a set of microscopes before her.